Hey music fans, welcome back to another Skinny White Kid review. And today we're going to be reviewing the new highly anticipated Foster the People album, known as Sacred Hearts Club. Foster the People are an indie pop band from Los Angeles, led by lead singer Mark Foster, who used to write jingles for companies such as Muscle Milk and Cadillac. The band first got big through their hit single, Pumped Up Kicks, and since 2011 they haven't even had a song on the Hot 100. My favorite album by them is called Supermodel. For one, the amazing heavy synths that they have in most of the songs, and two, the fantastic eerie lyricism. 3 of the songs on this album were released before the rest of the songs through the 3 EP, which was a short collection of songs that was kind of just an introduction to the album. I'll go into more detail later, but the 3 songs released through the 3 EP portrayed this album very well. Sacred Hearts Club was a very experimental album. They had elements of rock, pop, electronic, and even hip-hop on songs such as Heart in the Paint and, of course, Loyal Like Sid and Nancy. Loyal Like Sid and Nancy is, let's just say, the most interesting song in the album. I don't know if I loved the excessive trap influence in the verses and pre-chorus, but no band has taken trap in the way these people have done it, and I really admire them for doing that. Something I love about Loyal Like Sid and Nancy is that the chorus just changes the mood so strangely. It's so weird, but it's so funny, and I found it really awesome. I think it's pretty obvious that Foster the People is trying to change their sound on this one. One of their older songs, Houdini, it had a whole lot of high-pitched, catchy synths, which, the nice hook that they always have. And they've kept their hooks, but I don't see any more heavy synths like they used to have. They've completely changed that part of their sound. I think they're getting sick of their own sound. They want to do something new. I think Foster the People is kind of trying to go a little bit in the direction that Coldplay's gone, that Fall Out Boy is gone, to turn to a little bit more of a pure pop band. Either way, I still think I'll be able to enjoy Foster the People just for the plain uniqueness and interesting sound that they have that other bands and artists don't seem to have. The hooks on these songs were amazing, better than I've ever seen Foster the People do before. And if you're gonna ask me what my favorite song on the album is, the atmospheric synths and the chorus that you can't get out of your head makes Static Spaced Lover definitely my favorite song on the album. Lotus Eater is also a really great song, with the best instrumentals in the entire album. The other 2 songs released prior to the album through the 3 EP, Pay the Man and Doing It for the Money, were pretty different than what I'm used to seeing Foster the People do. I was still really able to enjoy them just because they were upbeat and fun. Hey, am I the only one that thinks that Doing It for the Money sounds a lot like Flim from Aphex Twin? The songs Hard in the Paint and 3 were my least favorite in the entire album because they definitely didn't have as good drums as the rest of the songs in this album did, and they just weren't as catchy or fun to listen to. By the way, being a drummer myself, I find the beat in music very important, and when a song just doesn't have good drums or a good beat, it really ruins the track for me. A big part of music with lyrics is telling a story or having a message behind what you're making. I feel like on this album, Foster the People really did not portray that too well. They could have done that much better. Even though I don't feel like Foster the People portrayed their message very well, I will give it to them that they're very lyrically deep. This is shown in songs such as Lotus Eater, which is actually partly about drugs. Overall, I would give this album a 7 out of 10. Was it perfect? Definitely not. But it's getting better with each listen, and I could easily see this album being something I'd come back to many times in the future, and I'm really looking forward to that. So I would recommend this album to any music fan at all who's willing to try something new. So does anyone else want to leave their opinion in the comments? Comment below not only what you thought of this album, but other albums, mixtapes, and artists you'd like me to review. And until next time, thanks for watching. This is Skinny White Kid Review.